Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Sachin Patil from Gajara International School. I am a grade 5 English teacher. Today we are going to study subject and predicate. So in the last classes we have studied little bit about subject and predicate. Even in the next class also we are going to study the same topic subject and predicate with some more extra information. Let's begin. So in this class you will have information about sentence has two parts, about a basic information, how it can be used, like subject is one or more than one word, then position of the subject, and finally subject in an imperative sentence. So basically a sentence has two parts. The first part is subject and the second part is predicate. What is subject? So that subject tells us about what the sentence is about, while predicate tells us more about the subject. Subject, it is a noun or pronoun also. Let's understand this with a few examples. Example number 1, Priya went to the market. Now if you see here, Priya is a subject as it is about Priya, and the next went to the market is about what she did, as we can say. So this is a predicate. Example number 2, she ran all the way. Here she is a subject and ran all the way is a predicate. In last class I have studied this, but as I said, we are going to have some more information in this class. Let's see that. The subject can be one or more than one word. How? Let's understand this with one example. Ram and Sham went to see the new play. Here you can see there are two nouns, Ram and Sham. There is, this subject is of more than one word, while went to see the new play is a predicate. That's simple. Next, position of the subject in a sentence. Usually we see, in the last class also you might have seen, that it is used in the beginning. So it becomes very easy to identify and students, they do it very easily. But what if the subject changes its place or its position? Let's see that. So when the subject is used at the beginning of the sentence, let's see the example. The fisherman caught a big fish. Here you know the sentence is about a fisherman. So the fisherman is a subject, while caught a big fish is a predicate. So here you can, it is clearly visible that it is, the subject is used in the beginning. See, one more time I am telling this thing, that a subject, okay, is, it tells us about what the sentence is about. Okay, it is not necessary that it is always begin, the sentence will always begin with the subject. No, it is not necessary at all. Let's see the second point. It can be in the middle of the sentence. It can be used, subjects, the position of the subjects can be in the middle of the sentence. How? When will our holiday starts? When will our holiday starts? So here you can see, no, when is not subject here. The subject is our holiday. Okay. So this is subject and remaining everything is a predicate. Okay. So this is how we need to pay attention, especially in this class, that the position can be changed. Or now let's see when the subject is used at the end of the sentence. in the dustbin lay his pencils. So this sentence is about his pencil. So here subject is used at the end of the sentence. Okay. So in the dustbin lay is a predicate. This is where most of the learners they make mistakes. Why? Usually they think that a subject is always comes in the beginning, and this is a very wrong thinking. Hopefully this will help you. Now let's see the last point. Now this point I must say a very important point. Why I am saying this? Usually students are very confused. Sir, there is no subject at all in this sentence. Let's see what is that. Subject in an imperative sentence. What when you see an imperative sentence? Okay, an imperative sentence usually we see as an order, suggestion. Okay, so let's see with an example. Close the door. Now usually what students will do, oh, close is given, write the subject. No, that's not the case. Here actually it is predicate. There is no subject, but subject is hidden. Yes. When I say close the door, who will close the door? You close the door. So the subject is you close the door. So as we know that the subject is hidden, okay, the hidden subject is usually you. You close the door. Hopefully you understood it very well. So dear students, now let's see one exercise. Okay. Circle the subjects, the same question which you really like. Circle the subject and underline the predicate. Now the train went straight into the tunnel. Here the train is a subject, and so before I answer you can write your own answers. So you should be ready with a notebook and a pen. Went straight into the long tunnel is a predicate. Let us see second sentence. The students of the drama club went for a theatre workshop. Now there is something, okay, our point, if you remember, a subject can be of more than one word. Let's see the second sentence. The students of the drama club went for a theatre workshop. Now usually in this sentence what mistake students do? They think that the student is a subject, okay, and they are just writing the circling the okay that word students, but here you have to understand the sentence properly. Okay, so the subject is the students of the drama club. Yes, okay, remember the point which we studied. Okay, so these all the words, okay, the students of the drama club is a subject, and remaining everything, yes, it's a predicate. Now let's see the third sentence. You should not make noise. It's very simple. You is a subject and should not make a noise is a predicate. Sentence number 4. Now here you need to pay a lot of attention. Don't think that subject is always in the beginning of the sentence. No. Okay. It can be at the end of the sentence too. So in the village lived a poor man. So a poor man is a subject and in the village lived is a predicate. So hopefully you understood this topic very well. So there is one question for you. So I have kept it as a homework. Do not spit on the road. So what can be the subject and the predicate? Do mention it in the comment section. I hope you like the lesson. Thank you very much.